Information about the Demon's Souls remake went from 0 to 60 this week, and as we only have about 2 weeks until the game is out, I've decided to get all the information to you as efficiently as possible. So buckle up, cause here we go. Development started on Demon's Souls right after the Shadow of the Colossus remake launched in 2018. This remake is solely the creation of Bluepoint and Sony. From Software only provided their blessing for the project. For the remake, Sony and Bluepoint first got the original game running on the PS5. Next, they identified the core of the game to be the gameplay, logic, and AI. Then they stripped everything else away and rebuilt it from the ground up. A notable and difficult bit of rebuilding they did was to recapture all of the players' animations, while matching the cadence of movement and attacks to match the original. There are two modes to run the game, a native 4K 30fps cinematic mode and an adaptive 4K 60fps performance mode. Load times are instant, although they do hold it for a moment to give players a moment for reflection. The camera is changed to avoid clipping through geometry, but it can be changed back to the original. There is now omnidirectional rolling. Haptic feedback and adaptive triggers are in play to make the combat grittier and more tactile. This can also be toggled off. A few Bluepoint trademarks, a photo mode, and an unlockable concept art gallery have been added. There will be a pause menu for the photo mode, but you will be shunted out of it should you enter into multiplayer activity. There's now a variety of filter options, including the piss filter for all of us who want the OG Demon's Souls charm. Included in the game is Fractured World mode, which is a mirrored mode. The architecture of Boletaria has moved from Norman to Gothic, as Bluepoint felt it better captured the spirit of the game. I disagree with this, but I respect that it was an intentional and thought out decision. The Valley of Defilement was the most difficult to translate into modern fidelity, but the power of the PS5 makes it really nasty with the water running down the walls and leeches and bugs scurrying all about. The Flamelurker's design has changed since his debut to more closely match the original due to fan feedback. All original equipment is in the game, but they've added new weapons, armors, and items that they think fans will be excited to see added to the game, because fans love stuff to be added to their beloved games. One example is Grains, a new class of items seen in their pre-order bonuses, and they offer temporary resistance to effects like poison, fire, and bleeding. Another change with items are that healing grasses now have inventory limits and weight, with better grasses weighing more. This is intended to help deter spamming heals in PvP. The music has new arrangements using a full orchestra and includes composers who worked with Sony on Bloodborne. NPC dialogue has been re-recorded with the original voice actors used when possible. NPCs also have more varied dialogue than in the original, but the content of the dialogue remains the same, just with less repetition. They've improved drop rates for items like Pure Bladestone, and provided more varied drops to lessen the grind. All weapon upgrade trophies have been removed and replaced with more enjoyable trophy challenges. The statue in the Nexus, now called the Statue of Reflection, allows you to redesign your character, store your character, and forgive all sins, all by paying souls. Now you can accidentally whack an NPC and not regret it forever. There are no difficulty modes. Enemy movesets remain the same, but tweaks have been made. Example, the Armored Spider's gas cloud became a pool of oil to better define the boundary of the attack. Player messages and phantoms remain the same. The world tendency and character tendency systems remain the same. An improved UI will make it easier to see what tendency you are in. PvP and co-op remains, and you can now have up to 2 summons and 3 invaders. The old monk is still a PvP boss fight, now with better load time. The broken 6th Archstone has not been restored. And that's it. Like, subscribe, ding, bye.